Hello everyone! From dramas to webtoons to novels, explore Korea's story with us. This is Who Reads Story. My name is An Sung-jin. I'm a news reporter, and today we have another guest back with us. Please introduce yourself.
Hello everybody, I'm Ari. I'm an Indian model and actor currently living in South Korea, and I'm also a content creator nowadays. So it's very nice to see you again. I'm so happy to be back on the show, and thank you for having me here.
Right, great to have you back,
Yeah.
Ari. So today we are going to be talking about another famous Netflix series in Korea that hit the second quarter, which is called Tastefully Yours. And I guess the title suggests itself. It will be talking about food or some sort of kitchen item. And the theme itself kind of revolves around kitchen romance, which I guess we can kind of allude to what it's going to be talking about. And I feel like there aren't that many dramas itself that talk about Korean cuisine itself. And, obviously we both watched it. What do you think about the drama?
Well, I loved it. Actually, I was just scrolling Netflix to find a new drama, and it was so interesting to see something that was very fresh, about cooking and romance. And I was like, why not? I love cooking. And I wanted to watch a series that was very, fascinated about cooking and fine dining and traditional Korean. So I was like very intrigued by the drama, obviously.
Yeah, I feel like the keywords kitchen and romance already kind of intrigue some interest. It's not any cooking show or some prep show, not romance entirely. It's a combination of the two.
Yeah.
So it seems like you like cooking. I'm a good fan of cooking as well. So hopefully we can learn from each other this time.
Totally. It's going to be fun time.
Through this episode now. So to actually be moving ahead and talking about the drama itself. This drama itself, I feel like, holds a lot of significance in introducing Korean culture apart from Korean cuisine that we've talked about. For our viewers who may have not watched it yet, could you introduce a brief plot or synopsis of Tastefully Yours?
Totally. I think it's like a very simple drama that's very comforting. It's about a story of a female lead. Her name is Jeonju, and the male lead, Woo. So basically, the male lead is from a fine dining and executive director of a big company. And the girl's from very Jeonju Hanok village. I don't know if you guys have heard about Jeonju. It's a very famous city in South Korea. And she belongs to a very traditional village kind of food style, and they both collide in Jeonju. They both meet because of a tragic incident. I don't want to spoil for it.
Holding it in, right?
Yeah, I'm holding it in. Why do they meet? But there's an incident that made them meet together in Jeonju, and eventually, because of the cooking, the food, the love blossoms. And it's very interesting to look at it that way, because of the food, the love comes up, and it's very interesting. I think food brings people closer together.
Oh yeah, there is the saying that food brings closer together.
Yeah.
And I guess you do give a good synopsis of combining the keywords of, romance and kitchen, because you say food kind of brings these two people together.
Totally.
And as a Korean myself, I found it interesting that this entire background is being held in Jeonju Hanok Village. As you mentioned, the city itself holds a lot of Koreanness, I guess, and very traditional aspects to it. And we see that all the Hanok Village, the tradition of it is quite, well displayed and showcased within the drama series as well. I feel like Jeonju is quite famous among Koreans, but I wonder if it is the same for you or any of your
Well, actually,
friends,
when we
perhaps?
look it up on and I asked my foreign friends, and they were like, "Oh, Jeonju is super popular.
Really?
Everybody's
Interesting.
And you know why is it super popular? Because of bibimbap.
Of course, Jeonju bibimbap.
Yeah.
Of course.
So everybody's like, you have to go to Jeonju, you have to try the bibimbap, and you have to go to the Hanok Village. The history is crazy there. Actually, I planned to go last year because of the Jeonju International Film Festival.
Yes.
But I missed it because of my work, and then I was like, shit, next year I should definitely go. So guys, if you don't know about Jeonju, it's a very famous historical traditional place in South Korea, and it also has amazing film festival. The bibimbap is originally from Jeonju, and the Hanok Village, you should definitely visit that in Korea.
Right, so I guess Jeonju itself holds a lot of significance not only for Koreans, but for also international tourists or
everybody
visitors.
wants to visit it.
Right, exactly. And I feel like because the background and the main character's restaurant is also taking place in Jeonju Hanok Village, we get that very serene, calm ambience that kind of continues throughout the drama series.
Totally.
And apart from that, you obviously see other locations like 청년시장, which is youth market, and 청년루, which is 청년 pavilion. And I feel like all those backgrounds really hint at Jeonju itself, which I guess kind of helps promote the city itself, adds on to Korean tourism. And, you know, again, within a famous drama, 폭삭 속았다, which is also a Netflix series that's been gaining a lot of popularity. In English, it's When Life Gives You Tangerines.
Oh.
Yep. There were also a couple of locations within Jeonju itself. So it's nice that all these Korean dramas try to incorporate very traditional elements within Korea
That's
itself,
amazing.
apart from Seoul.
Yeah. And also the food in Jeonju is very popular, right?
Food too, absolutely. You just
Like we
mentioned
talked about, yeah.
bibimbap and all that. I mean, I don't know if you know of it, but again, in Korea, we also have Jeonju like 콩나물국밥, which is some kind of like
To
soup.
know it, yeah.
Do you?
Because kukbap is actually my favorite food.
Really?
Yes.
You're very
And
Korean.
I know, but it's very hard to cook like the 돼지국밥
Right.
or like, you know, sundae or
Right.
sogogi 국밥. So it's the easier version is 콩나물국밥.
Right.
It's actually like just bean sprout.
Bean sprout, right.
So I think it's easier to make. I tried making it and everybody loved it.
Really? What a cook.
Yeah.
See, these are some things that I should know for myself. And
Yeah.
it's nice because, you know, within the restaurant where the main characters work, 콩나물국밥, the bean sprout
Yes.
soup, is a dish that they actually make within the drama as
Yeah.
well, which is why I guess it makes it a little bit more special and unique to the
Totally.
drama itself as well.
Yeah, I was so excited to see that the 콩나물국밥 had its own version in the drama, and I think it's a very comforting food, I would say, as
Right.
compared to other fancy and flavorful food. So it was very interesting to see that kind of thing, and also kind of fits the hometown vibe of the
Right.
protagonist as well. So it was very interesting to see.
Right.
That
So it's interesting how, you know, this idea of Korean cuisine based on these certain places come through, but you also kind of see that the main character himself is, you know, studying all about, you know, fine dining. So they kind of
Yes.
combine all these elements, which is
Yeah.
why I found it interesting. And obviously, we've already kind of talked about and alluded into Korean food itself, but to go in a bit more in depth, we've talked about Korean cuisine, like, as you said, the very homely food.
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
also see this combination or this new fusion element of fine dining with Korean food. Not only do we see like kimchi made out of cabbage, which is a very, you know, it's a staple for
Yeah,
Koreans.
of course,
And
yeah.
we also see other Korean food that aren't maybe as commonly seen. Is there anything particular that stood out to you or that you remember from, you know, whether it be the common food or the fine dining slightly fusionized food?
Honestly, I have not much idea about the fine dining of
Right.
Korea because I haven't tried much. But like I said, in the drama, the kukbap,
Right.
because I'm telling you, that's my
It's
favorite
your soul food already.
I wouldn't say soul food though. I have another soul food.
Okay.
Wait for it.
Okay. We'll hold on to it.
Yeah, just hold on to it, guys. I'm gonna tell you. But that's my favorite food. Like, if you ask me, like, what do you want to eat right now? And I'm sleeping, and I'm like, kukbap.
Really?
I went to Busan to eat the 돼지국밥 for
What a Korean.
days. Oh my god.
What a
I love
Korean.
it. And when I tell it, people call me ajoshi.
I was gonna say, I was like, should I say that your taste kind of does remind me of like men
but
in their
ajoshi
40s?
knows best taste, honestly.
That's true.
Compared to the youngsters, they know better
True.
taste. And honestly, it's very healthy, very balanced. So I prefer it. And also, I said I made the 콩나물 국밥 at home
Yourself,
as well.
right.
Yes. So it's easy to make, honestly. And yeah, you guys should try 국밥 too. Please let me know how you guys like it in the comments.
Right. So if any of our viewers haven't tried Korean food, or if they have tried, if you guys have tried Korean food, don't forget to leave a comment and maybe tell us, you know, which one was your favorite food. If there was anything that you'd like to try out, you know, tell us so we can actually talk about it.
We can
as
talk
well.
about the Korean food anytime.
Right. And out of the food that you haven't tried, apart from, you know, 콩나물국밥 and all that, was there anything in particular that you wanted to try, or you were like, I'm interested in what that might be?
Honestly, I have tried a lot of Korean stuff. I don't remember, but there's just one thing that I've been earning to like go. That is go to Jeju and try the 흑돼지.
Oh, okay.
I have never tried the 흑돼지 because everybody's like it's the best quality of pork you can get in Korea.
Right.
And I'm like so curious, like why is it that good? Why is it so expensive? And why is it so special? So I really want to fly to Jeju just to have that pork.
Right.
And I'm so excited. I hope I go this year
Right.
and try it out. Have you tried the 흑돼지 before?
Oh yeah, of course. Like I've been to Jeju so many times.
Please
and
tell me the hype is real.
It's good. I mean, I wouldn't say anything's too special, but it's good on its own. So I feel like, you know, regardless of whether it is something special or not, it's just good. Like it's a staple good.
I should
food.
try it because
You should.
most of the Korean dishes I've already tried, whether it's like kimchi, any kind of chigees or whether it's any kind of pork meat or anything. I don't eat beef,
Right.
so I tried everything else. But I'm kind of excited for this new thing here. And also, I would just say, people, this is my suggestion to everybody. Please go to the original places from where the things have originated. Like, if you want to go to eat Busan, like, go to eat, like, 국밥 there. And then if you want to go to 닭갈비, go to Chuncheon.
Oh, go to, like, the original places
yes,
to try.
Please go to the original places. You will feel the difference. I felt the difference.
Right, so it seems like you not only eat Korean food often, but you also cook often,
do.
right? Like, how often do you cook, and, like, how did you come to cook Korean cuisine?
Can I brag about myself?
Okay, please. Go
So
ahead.
basically, I actually like love cooking Korean cuisines. So for me, I cook bulgogi, I cook posam, I cook 닭갈비, I
Wow,
cook any
impressive.
kind of chicken, every single thing, like whatever. You just throw me, like, can you cook this? And I'm like, yes.
Wow.
So it's very interesting. I think Korean cuisine is not hard, but it's very flavorful.
That is true.
Yes. So I also like call upon my Korean friends, and all of my Korean friends have tried my food and they love
And they approve it.
Yeah,
I see.
approve it. I mean, like last time I asked one of my friends what's your favorite food, and he said bibimbapguksu, and because it reminded him of his mom, and I just
Right.
made it, and he was like, it feels the same as my mom. So that was the biggest compliment for me.
Do you follow recipes, or where do you get all these ideas on how to cook these Korean food?
Trust me, YouTube and
course.
TikTok
Of course.
is the best option.
Of course.
Everything's there, and I don't see like a very long YouTube video. I just see the shorts. You know, it's very interesting to see short video, and they teach you everything, and you just follow it, and it happens.
Right.
And also, I get suggestions from my Korean friends
I see.
and harmonies. They teach me better, honestly. Like, do like this.
Right, so it's not only the development of content, but you also get, these kind of tips and
Yes.
little recommendations from
Yeah.
people around you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, throughout this drama and series as well, you must have picked up some more ideas.
I was just so
on
happy,
food.
like, do it that way. I was suggesting myself while watching the drama. It was so interesting.
And what do you think draws in, whether it be international visitors or just people that live here in Korea, what do you think really draws in people for Korean cuisine? What makes Korean cuisine or Korean food so attractive for these people?
So this is a very amazing question. I think the balance is the key of Korean
Absolutely.
food. Like, even if I ordered one particular dish, it comes with so many banchans,
Right.
the side dish, that it just feels like you're eating a whole meal and not just one dish. You know?
Right.
So it kind of feels fulfilling, it's healthy, and it's balanced with flavors. Like, if there's like a spicy thing, then there's a soup thing as well. So it just feels very comforting to have like a whole meal.
Almost like a
And it's-
course.
Yeah, and it's not expensive.
Right, very affordable too.
Yeah.
It's cool that Korean food offers a variety of flavors
Yeah.
through different ingredients.
Yes.
And it's also healthy. So as you said, I guess it has that entire balance. And we
Yeah.
also have a lot of spices too, right?
A lot.
Sauces.
Yeah.
A lot that, really kind of bring out the taste of all these Korean
Totally,
food.
yes.
And I think that is kind of a main aspect of Korean cuisine and a characteristic of
Totally,
it. And
yes.
obviously,
It fills your heart, literally. It
Right.
just feels like, oh, I want to keep eating more and more and more, but you're like full.
Right.
Stomach's full, but the heart's not full. That's how I want to say about Korean food.
right, and with the same ingredient, you can create so many
So
different
many things.
types
Like,
of dishes.
it's the same kind of ingredients that you use, whether it's gochugaru, gochujang, sesame oil, and like vinegar, soy sauce, and it's like same things used and used,
Right.
but the flavor comes out every single time so different. So whenever I was cooking, I was like trying to experiment with stuff, and the flavor tasted amazing. So I'm just really glad that Korean cuisines use very minimal things, but the flavor is explosive. It's so
Right.
good. So I would recommend people to definitely try Korean cuisine. It's not spicy, guys. It's not spicy. I come from India, guys. So
Right.
you will feel happy whether you're from the States, Europe, or whether you're from Asia, Africa. It doesn't matter. You will feel homely in Korea.
Right. I'm glad that you can be so impressive and enthusiastic and
I'm
passionate
so
about
happy.
Korean food. So, obviously, our viewers, you must have seen Ari's reaction about Korean food. So, if you haven't tried out any Korean cuisine yet,
Please go and try
give it a try.
Come on.
We're both attesting
Yes,
to it,
please.
obviously.
It's very healthy too.
And now let's dive in a little bit more into the drama. We've talked about all the fun, good Korean
Yeah.
cuisine and Korean food.
I can't stop thinking about food.
About all the food, but let's take a break there, give it a stop, and then
Sure.
dive more into the drama itself. Obviously, the main character, Jeonju, she put in a lot of effort to all the ingredients, and we also see that Han-bum, who was kind of thinking food and, obviously his restaurant mostly as
Yeah.
a source of money, but
Yeah.
later on, I think we can kind of really see his genuine, warm,
Yeah.
heart coming through, and I think that was also kind of reflected in the food that he ended up cooking for other people
Yeah.
as well. And I guess that kind of ties back into, what we were talking about, how food kind of can bring people together.
Yeah, totally. And also in this drama, it's like this guy, the male lead, is totally just focused on making the restaurant a Michelin star.
Right.
Just getting that 3 stars. And he's just competing with his brother about that, and he just gets kicked out for some reason.
Right.
You know, guys will see the reason. And then he goes to Jeonju, and then he meets this girl who is also exceptionally good at fine dining, but also really good at the traditional Korean cooking. So I'm just really glad to see how the chemistry has worked out, because this guy was not ready to adjust with anything.
Right.
And this girl was so like adamant, like, I'm not gonna move, and this guy's, I'm not gonna move, and then they get moved just because of the food. It's such an interesting chemistry to say.
Right, from goal-oriented to being genuine, they have food as kind of an instrument or a tool to really pull that together.
And they start caring about each other just because of the food. Literally, it connected them.
Connecting food. Is there any Korean dish that you'd say would kind of make your heart flutter, or any food that kind of gives you warmth when you think about it?
Like I said, hold for the soul food.
We were waiting for it.
My soul food is, guys, kimchi jjigae. Because literally, like, if you ask me, like, what's your soul food, it's the only answer.
Really?
Yeah, because when I came to Korea first time, and I did not know anything about Korean cuisine and anything. I just came here to explore first. So I landed on the airport, and I was like super hungry. And I looked up on the internet and said the most famous thing that in Korea is kimchi jjigae or samgyeopsal.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know how to grill meat first, so I'm just gonna try kimchi jjigae. And the first bite, and I was like, I still remember that feeling.
Oh my God, really?
It was so comforting.
This is my soul food.
Literally so comforting. Like, this food I would remember for the rest of my life. So whenever I eat kimchi jjigae, there's like comfort and amount of calmness when I have that. So guys, if you have never tried Korean food, I suggest you start with kimchi jjigae because it gives a warmth and comfort in an unfamiliar place with unfamiliar environment, unfamiliar people. I just felt homely. I can't describe anything better than that.
Oh, that's good to hear that your soul food was kimchi jjigae.
I wanted to cry.
And I guess it brings you flashback every time you eat it to the first moment you tried it.
Yeah. Literally, that I remember it, and it's just like, I want to cry every single time. Yeah.
For me, I'd say, I mean, obviously as a Korean, there are a lot of Korean dishes that I'd say are my favorite. But for me, I think my favorite is tteokbokki, which is kind of like a staple for Korean as well. It's a snack made out of rice cake. It's a little bit spicy because it has spicy bean paste into it, a spicy pepper paste into it. But I feel like the reason why a lot of Koreans really find comfort in it is because I think Koreans just like really spicy food.
It's familiar.
It's familiar. You know, rice cake is obviously having that chewiness. I don't know what exactly. I can't really, put my finger on what aspect about it makes me like it. But I'd say tteokbokki is definitely my soul food.
There are so many days when I'm working, and when I get a lunch and they're like, what do you want to eat? And I'm like, tteokbokki.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know, it's just, there's a craving about it. When you have it, you have it.
Right. Yeah. When I used to live abroad as well, I think whenever I come back to Korea, the number one food I'd look for is always tteokbokki. Maybe it's just because it's really Korean.
Yeah, it's Korean, and it gives you a little kind of like kick to it. And it just feels like, oh, I ate something like interesting, not just like a comfort food, but it's just like more, spicy and fun, and like, I understand. I asked a lot of people, like, what's your comfort food? And mostly the girls are like, tteokbokki.
Really? And then for you, Ari, we've talked about Korean cuisine, but for you in Indian cuisine, is there any food that you like in particular, or you'd like to introduce, recommend to people? What would you say is a dish that you can put your finger on and be like, this is Indian cuisine for me?
That's a very interesting question. I have a lot of favorites.
Okay.
But if I want to pick like my soul food, do you want a favorite food? Like, I have two different.
Oh, how do they differ?
Okay,
first let's listen to that.
Let's go with the favorite one first. The favorite one is called biryani.
Oh, of course.
I know a lot of people have heard about it. It's like the spices and the flavor that goes in the mouth is like crazy. I've never had anything like biryani in my entire life.
Right.
So biryani is my favorite food.
It's good.
My comfort food comes from my own state, where it's called dal chawal and chokha. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but it's just rice, pulses, if you know pulses, and mashed potatoes.
Okay.
That's very comforting, I know. Very simple, but I think every single Indian loves this food.
It's almost like you have, in Korean food, we have like rice and like panchan. Is it a similar type of concept?
I think it's kind of same, but we just mix the rice and the pulses together and eat it. And along with that, we have mashed potatoes. So it's very comforting. and after that you get into food coma basically.
I see.
Indian
Right.
food does that to you. So I think that's my comfort food. If I get that, I just feel like my day's fulfilled.
Okay.
But biryani, if I get it, I can think about it.
Right. Okay. I've tried biryani before, but I
Yes. Is it
haven't
good?
tried. I love Indian food.
See,
So-
guys, please try Korean and Indian food too.
Right. So I've tried biryani before,
Yeah.
but maybe I'll get the chance to try your own local soul food.
Maybe if you come to
Maybe.
India.
If I come to India.
Yes.
Right. So far through our drama Tastefully Yours, we've talked about the warmth and the genuinity of Korean cuisine, and we also talked about how this was really portrayed through the drama itself. Now, I feel like this drama itself is just more than a type of, it's more than just talking about food itself, right? It's just not any cooking show. As we talked about in the beginning, it combines the two elements of kitchen and romance, and we kind of get to see that all together. And now for you, Ari, if you were to recommend this drama to anyone else, who would you say should watch it?
I think everyone, literally.
Of course.
Because it's like cooking and there's like food. So I don't think there's anybody who doesn't like food.
Of course, everyone loves
So
food.
food, plus you see the Korean tradition, plus you see romance. It's like a very classic romance. So you just feel like, you know this stuff before. So it just doesn't feel like very surprising, or it doesn't feel like very drastic changes.
Right.
It just feels like a very slow, kind and warmth drama going on. And whenever I see the drama, I just have like a lot of food with me because I want to keep eating. So to everybody who's watching, please go and watch this drama Tastefully Yours, because the actor is also really handsome. That's an extra.
Of course, right? Extra bonus points.
Yeah, extra bonus point. You would enjoy the traditional things. You'll see how the Korean food is cooked, plus some unusual recipes as well, which you've never heard before. And plus romance, obviously. And there's some family feud as well. So it's
Right.
going to be very interesting to watch the perspective and how this guy entirely changes and how this girl also changes, and they meet at a middle point. So please, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. Please go and watch it. My highly recommended drama.
Right, so it is almost dinner time for us, and I just got hungry talking about it,
Oh
but
my
that's all
God.
what we have for Tastefully Yours today. I should probably go back and try some Korean cuisine myself. For our viewers who haven't tried it, obviously, please go and try it.
I'm going to eat kukkbap again.
There we go, like Adi. And that's all we have for today's episode on Who Reads Story. Don't forget to leave a like and comment and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, Adi, for being our guest today.
Thank you for having me. And guys, please follow the channel and please go and watch this.
Right, and we will see you next week with a new episode on another Korean content. Bye!
Bye-bye.